So since our room's gonna be 17 feet long, I'll take 17 and divide it by 4. And that gives me 4.25 inches. So I'm gonna take my piece of paper and just kind of try to keep it square, you know, but I'm gonna measure 4.25 inches, which is kind of tough to see from back here. So I'll shrink this guy down, and you see that I left it at 4.25 inches in that case. Then what I gotta do is I gotta measure 90 degrees off of that. So I'll take my protractor and I'll put my whole of the protractor right here on the edge and making sure this guy lines up nice. I'm just gonna put a little tick at either 0. Sometimes you start at 0 and go to 90, but I wanna go 90 degrees. And my other dimension was 14 feet. So I'm gonna take my calculator here and do 14 divided by 4, and that's gonna be 3.5 inches in that case. So I'm gonna line this guy all up and line him up with that tick mark right here. So then I'm gonna go 3.5 inches. So that's 3.5 right there. And I should have done this. That was 14 feet equals 3.5 inches. On this guy, I should change it to where this was 17 feet, which equaled 4.25 inches in that case, right? So I got that all done. Now I'm gonna do a 90 degrees one more time because, bro, we totally want our room to be rectangular and square. So I'm gonna measure off of that, putting my line all niced up. Here I can go to 90, put a tick mark, and he's supposed to be 4.25 inches again. So I could turn him all around and measure him like so if I wanted to, or I could have done it the other way. Whatever works best for you. We're going to 4.25 inches, trying to stay nice and lined up with that guy right there. So boom. And then I can totally just connect these together, right? Because you only have to do the square thing twice. So, bang. That should be pretty darn close to rectangular square. It's not gonna be perfect. So this is our bedroom, but of course we need a door for this bad boy, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the door right down here. And one little rule is you can't have the door right in the corner. It's gotta have a little support. So because our doors are all gonna be 3 feet, I'm gonna take 3, which is our real life measurement, and divide it by 4, and that's gonna give me 0.75 inches. So I need to make this 3/4 of an inch, right? So I will do this. I want my door to be 3/4 of an inch. So if I actually line this guy up with the inch mark right here, let me zoom down a little bit. What I could do is just say, okay, from here to here is 3/4 of an inch in that case. So I got that going. And I left myself a little 1/4 inch, which is about a foot of room for my door to open in that case. But what we'll do is we're also going to draw the swing of our door, and most doors swing in, and I would say that when you draw your door to swing in, the door is going to be up here by the wall. So I'm also going to measure that at 3/4 of an inch to keep it nice and to scale right here, saying this is my door actually going to be in here, right? So that is one door, which is 3 feet, which equals 0.75 inches in that case. And then we just draw this little quarter circle. It'll be a little freehand, it's kind of rough, but showing that the door swings in that place. And then one other thing is, every bedroom's gonna have a closet. You get to make your closet whatever size you want it to be. So what I'm gonna do is, here's my 14-foot wall. I'm gonna put my closet like right here. I'm gonna make him 7 feet long. You can make up whatever number you want. I'm just making up. So it's 7 feet in real life divided by 4, which is gonna give me 1.75 inches, which is 1 3/4 inches. So I'm measuring. I'm gonna start here at 0. I'm gonna go to 1. And then it's kind of tough to see, but 3/4 is right there in that case. And I'm gonna make my closet, I don't care. It really doesn't matter how deep you want it to be. Like 1 foot's definitely not deep enough. 2 foot isn't deep enough. I'm gonna make mine 4 feet deep, right? So to figure out what that is, to scale, we're gonna do 4 divided by 4, which is of course 1, right? So that's gonna be 1 inch in that case. And then here, I'm not too concerned that we use the 90 degrees to measure that off, because usually this is such a small measurement that if your tick mark lines up with it, it's gonna be pretty square in the first place. So this is 4 feet, which equals 1 inch. And then this guy right here was 7 feet, which equaled 1.75 inches. Sorry, I had to punch it in again. My brain's not working. And then I'm going to connect those together again. And there we go, baby. There's our closet. We'll actually even label him closet. But I think you know that every closet needs a door. Now it is a requirement that all the doors, either normal, are going to be 3-foot doors, but our closet door can be whatever you want it to be, because sometimes they're not like those swing in doors, they're just those bifold doors. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this guy 6 feet wide. So to change it to scale, I divide it by 4, and that's going to be 1.5 inches. So I'm going to just leave a little space right there, and then go to a tick right there, and then 1.5 inches is like right there, and I got a little space on each one. So to draw a bifold door, you just put like a little zigzag right here and another little zigzag right there. Show us like this door is going to slide that way, this door is going to slide that way, and I will put that is 6 feet, which equaled 1.5 inch. So we should label this room. This is a bedroom. If you have more than one, you might call this bedroom number 1 and bedroom number 2 for your other ones. And then the other thing is we need is some windows. I don't care which rooms have windows or not, because not every room does need a window, but you're gonna need some windows. So to put a window in, I'm gonna make up whatever dimension I want. I'm gonna keep it nice and simple. 3 feet is what my window is gonna be. So to change it to scale, that's really 3/4 of an inch. To draw that guy, we're gonna do it like so, right? So I'm just gonna put him in like somewhere in this wall. So I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna go like that. There's my 3/4 of an inch. But to indicate that you got a window right there, we're gonna make him nice and like a fat boy right here. Nice and fat, you know? And then we'll put 3 feet, which equals 0.75 inches. There's a bedroom.